What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea and welcome back to another edition of the Daily Transfer Show, the show where we are going to be giving you the latest news on any transfers going in and out of Chelsea Football Club. So guys, if you want to make sure to see the show every day, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that bell notification button if you want to be the first to know whenever we've uploaded a new video. So for today, we're going to be talking about Alvaro Morata and continued links of him leaving the club. We're going to be talking about Alexander Golovin and strong rumours of him joining Chelsea, and we're going to also be talking about Willian and rumours that have popped up of Barcelona coming in with a bid for him. But to start off with, we're going to be talking about Lewis Baker. Now, the 23-year-old has just joined Leeds on loan for the entirety of next season. This is his sixth loan spell for Chelsea. He's been loaned out to Sheffield Wednesday, MK Dons, Vitesse for 2 seasons, and Middlesbrough in the past. So this is going to be a sixth loan spell for him. And personally, I think at 23 years old, I don't know if this is the right move for him. I feel like he should be playing for he shouldn't be playing for a mid-table championship side. I think if there's any serious chance of him becoming a full-time Chelsea player, actually starting games or coming off the bench, I don't feel like that should be the level that he should be playing at next season. I'm worried that he might not end up getting the amount of appearances that he needs to develop. Remember last season when he was at Middlesbrough, he had 12 appearances before November, but then when Gary Monk got sacked and Tony Pulis replaced him, he only had 2 appearances since then for the rest of the season. Part of me feels like his development is starting to get a bit stunted. I do feel like him going to a club like Leeds as well, which is very unsettled right now, especially if you look at stats like the fact that they've had 10 managers since 2014. You look at this and you think, is this really going to be the right move for him? Is he going to get the game time he needs? Is he going to get the development that he needs? And is he going to play the football that he needs to develop and to grow as a player? I feel like at 23, this is make or break for him, because this is make or break for him at Chelsea, because simply put, he hasn't been given a lot of opportunities at the club. He has a lot of potential behind his name. There's a lot of hype around him, but time seems to be running out for him. I feel like if this loan deal doesn't work out for him, if he doesn't shine at Leeds, this might be it for him. But guys, let me know what you guys think about it. Do you guys agree with Lewis Baker going on loan to Leeds? Do you guys feel like he should be given another chance at the club? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, our second piece of news for today is Alvaro Morata, and strong sources linked to the club have claimed that Chelsea are setting up a meeting with Alvaro Morata's agent to decide the next step for Morata and the club, because Alvaro Morata has come out and said he wants to leave the club. Chelsea, on the other hand, are looking to recoup the majority of the money they spent on Morata if they choose to get rid of him. Now, Simon Johnson has also come out and said that Morata is expected to report to pre-season training on the 9th of July, as usual with all the other Chelsea players that weren't in the World Cup. But Morata also came out on Instagram yesterday and put a picture up with the quote, "Very excited to start again. The past was hard, but that is only one more reason to begin fighting again." Now, that says to me, and I think that says to a lot of people, that Morata is looking to stay and fight. And my opinion for this is that I'm not willing to write Morata off after one season. Yes, it was a poor season for him. 7 goals in his first 7 games, and I think 8 or 9 for the remainder of the season since then. But Morata has shown how good he can be when his head's in the right place. He's got great off-the-ball movement. He's got a brilliant header on him. His only problem for me is his diving and his mentality. I feel like when he gets himself into those good positions to put the ball away, which looks like bread and butter to a striker of his quality, he looks like he just starts to get stage fright and he overthinks things, and it's the reason for some of the shocking misses that we've seen this season. That's one of his problems. Another one of his issues for me is his diving. Now, he goes to ground way too easily for someone in the Premier League, and it also leads to another problem, which is his strength. For the Premier League, you need to be physical, and you need to be willing to battle with defenders. And Morata on the pitch for many games has looked like he can't do it, or he doesn't want to. And in so many games, we've seen him go to ground too easily, where we've seen him complaining to the ref about fouls that just seem that don't seem as bad as he's talking about, to be honest. And personally, I think that's where he holds himself back. If he could fix himself up mentally, I do feel like he could be up there with some of the best strikers in the Premier League, because that's where he can be at. That's the reason why we paid the amount of money that we paid for him, because he can deliver. It's only mentally where his problem is. That's why I'm not willing to write him off after one season, because the list of players that we've written off and have gone on to shine at other clubs is pretty damning. You look at Lukaku, you look at Salah, you look at De Bruyne, just to name 3 players. Those players we didn't give a lot of chances to. They've gone to another club, they've shone, and now look at them. Which is why I'm not willing to write off players like Morata and Bakayoko who have had a poor first season, because I feel like one season's not enough to judge them on. You gotta give them a second season, let them settle into the league, and if they still don't thrive, then you gotta look at getting rid of them. But with saying that, if Morata does want to leave, he can go. Because for me personally, I feel as if he's that mentally weak that he wants out after one poor season at the club, after coming out and saying that he wanted to go to a club and be first choice striker, there's the door. Because if you can't hack it after one season, then I'm sorry, you're not good enough. But that's me trying to think in his head. If he wants to stay, I'm happy to give him another season. But guys, I also want to know about you. Do you guys want to give him a second season as well? Again, if you guys agree or disagree, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Now, the next piece of transfer business that we're going to be talking about is Alexander Golovin, and Chelsea have been strongly linked with the CSKA Moscow midfielder, and personally I think centre midfield has been an area that we do need to strengthen. I think Kante is perfect. I'm not really going to say much about him, but I do feel like the other midfielders that we have aren't good enough. I think Fabregas doesn't have the legs to last 90 minutes. I think Bakayoko does deserve to have a second season, but I think for a player like Golovin, if he comes through, I do believe we should be going for him. And I also think that Danny Drinkwater, as decent as he's been, he has a limit. I think he would be best as a squad player for us, and I don't think he would be anything more. Now, looking at Golovin, Chelsea seem to be closer to this deal than any of the other clubs that are interested. With Roman Abramovich having strong links to CSKA Moscow as well, I do believe that this is a deal that could be going forward. And looking at Golovin, this is a midfielder that we could really do with. He's a great dribbler of the ball, which is something that we need. We need someone who can move the ball forward very quickly, just like Kante. He has a great long shot on him, which, to be honest, we have needed from midfield. I feel like our attacks from midfield aren't good enough. We seem to pass the ball around sideways too much without really anyone going for a long shot. The only player who I know who does it regularly is Danny Drinkwater, but I don't feel like he has the quality to put them away, which Golovin does have. One of my only weaknesses with Golovin is that he's 5'9", which would mean if we pair him with Kante in a two-man midfield, we would lose the aerial battle, but I feel like the positives greatly outweigh the negatives. Hearing that we could be getting him for 27 million, I think that this could be a pretty decent deal for us. There doesn't seem to be a lot of negatives to it. It helps us to strengthen an area that we have been looking to strengthen in the transfer window. And to be honest, with Chelsea scouts apparently saying that Golovin shares similar qualities to Luka Modric, for 27 million, it's a decent try. It's a decent effort. I think if it doesn't work out, 27 million wouldn't be a lot of money lost. It could be worse. But to be honest, I think with all the rumours coming out, I think with us not doing a lot of business in the transfer window, to be honest, we still don't even know who our manager's going to be. I think this would be the perfect start. At least we managed to sort out one part of our squad that does need strengthening. But guys, like I always say, I want to know your opinions on it. If you guys agree, if you guys disagree, do you guys think Golovin should join Chelsea? Let me know down in the comment section below. And the next and last bit of transfer business that we're going to be talking about is Willian. Now, apparently Barcelona have had a 50 million bid for Willian rejected by Chelsea. This is what the Daily Mail are coming out and saying. Barcelona are concerned that they do not have the attacking depth that they need for La Liga and the Champions League and Copa del Rey, and they believe Willian can add an extra dimension to their attack. Now, me personally, I'm keeping this one short and sweet because I don't believe in this rumour for a second. I don't believe Barcelona would be willing to put 50 million towards Willian, and I find it even less believable that Chelsea would reject 50 million for a player that's turning 30. So personally, I don't think this deal was happening. I don't think this deal was even happening in the first place. But guys, do you think it was happening? Do you guys believe in any of the rumours? What do you guys think of the rumours that we're talking about? Do you guys want Morata to stay? Do you guys want Golovin to come join Chelsea? Do you guys want Willian to leave the club, especially after everything that's been happening with Antonio Conte towards the back end of last season? I think everyone's seen the Instagram post that Willian put up when we won the FA Cup, and he put the trophy emojis over Conte's face while the team was celebrating the FA Cup win. So for me personally, I do think that if Conte stays, Willian will leave, but I don't believe the club would have ever rejected 50 million from Barcelona from him. But guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links will be down in the description below for Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Maybe I'll be on the transfer shows again, or I'll just see you guys in the Community Shield for another matchday vlog. I'll see you guys soon. Up the Chelsea.